All these dogs look like they're having a great time in last week's snowstorm, but weather can be dangerous to your pet with this cold that we have around and the cold that's going to come back. And as I warned earlier, this weekend those temperatures are going to drop again. Dan DeRamo, the director of Animal Control Field Services for the Humane Rescue Alliance, is here with me now to talk about cold weather and your pets. A lot of things to cover here, but first, who is this cutie pie you have for adoption?
This is Girly. She's about 13 years old. She's a Bichon.
Adorable, by the way.
Yep.
And she was surrendered?
She was. Her former owner passed away, and they didn't have anyone else to take care of her, so they surrendered her to the shelter. Unfortunately, she kind of got uprooted late in her life, but we're
that's unfortunate.
Hoping to find a home for her where she can spend her senior years.
Okay, good. So she's available at the Humane Rescue Alliance. Let's talk about cold weather, though. Last week, with the bitter cold, you guys were pretty busy out there, weren't you?
Yeah. We received a lot of calls from the public to check on animals that they saw outside.
Which is what you should do, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. If you see an animal outside, you're concerned, all you have to do is call, and we'll check on it. We have officers covering the road 24/7, 365. Yeah. So just give us a call, and we'll make sure the animal has what it needs.
Good to know. So now let's talk about the cold and your pets. What are some of the things we can do to protect the animals in the cold as far as walking around and leaving your animal outside? Is there a certain time limit to do that?
So the easiest way is to just not leave your animal outside. Okay. That's obviously what we recommend to people.
And we're talking like temperatures below freezing.
Correct. Okay. So obviously the animal has to go outside to get some exercise, go to the bathroom. But you really, when the temperatures are below freezing, you really want to limit it to maybe 15-minute increments if they don't have an appropriate winter shelter out there. Because a lot of animals are just not accustomed to these freezing temperatures. Okay,
and what about covering their feet? The salt and the snow, a lot of dogs might just kind of freeze up out there if they're walking in the snow too long, and the salt, not good for their paws?
Yeah, it can actually be extremely painful for them. If you think walking on the ice, they can get irritated, cuts, little scratches on their feet, and then immediately going into this salty chemical mix can burn those cuts really bad. So it's really important to pay attention to how your dog's walking on the sidewalk and show if they're starting to pick up their feet. And then when you get back into the home at night or after your walk, wash their feet. Make sure you clean off all those chemicals.
Good idea, because they will lick at it, especially if they have little cuts, so you want to make sure the chemicals are gone. Now let's talk about cats. Quite a bit of stray cats in some neighborhoods, and we have something here for cats as far as keeping them warm. What is this?
So this this is a shelter that we build at the Humane Rescue Alliance for the outdoor cats that, as you said, are all over the city.
Yeah. So we have hay, we have an insulated
Yep. So our catnip program constructs these, gives them out to the community. We hold events to have the public come in and construct them with us. We give them out for free. So if you have a colony in your area that you want to make sure they have a warm place to go, just contact us. It's real simple construction, just a regular tote. An insulator of some sort, insulated packaging, or you can use the styrofoam coolers. You just slip it in. On the front side, you just cut a little opening. You line it with tape so there's no sharp edges. Fill it with straw, put the top on, and it's good to go.
Okay, good to know. And we're talking about some also D.C. laws real quick, since you are in the district, about leaving your pet outside. And is there a limit for this as far as the cold weather is concerned now?
Yeah, some laws were passed recently that actually limit the amount of time your animal can be outside in freezing temperatures if a winterized shelter isn't provided, and that is 15 minutes increments. Okay,
15 minutes. Good to know. So wherever you live locally, check with your local humane law enforcement for the rules and regulations in your area and the rules, the laws on that.